It is the leg again going down to Vienna. First, we gotta stop by a petrol station and grab a toll pass. Don't forget, when you're doing this road trip going to Austria, they have a toll pass. If not, the penalty for it's like 100 plus euros. So easy to get. You just gotta stop by a gas station and then get the sticker. The sticker is dependent on how many days you need it to be. Buildings here are beautiful, architectural wise, except for this, that's modern. But everything else looks super cool. What was the name that you researched?
There's several names to depict the architecture in Europe. There's Neo-Gothic, there's Renaissance, there is also, which is the medieval times, and then there's Brick Gothic or Brick Neo. Don't quote me, I just really looked at this last night. You put me on the spot here, but I know the majority here in Munich is Neo-Gothic.
I know, last night we had gargoyles.
That's Gothic.
Apparently changed the toll pass into a digital pass, so you just have to go on the website, register the plate number of the car you're driving so you can get into Austria. And the toll pass was about 25 euros plus tax, and if you get caught without this toll pass, it could be a 120 euro fine. So way cheaper to get the pass, and it's digital now. Waze says we're about 376 kilometers away, which is roughly 3 hours 30 minutes. We're gonna have a last 91 kilometer stretch for Autobahn, and then after that it's gonna become speed limited. Anything to add, honey? You're in the shot.
Hi.
Welcome to Austria. I'll be back on a bun. Look at all those bikes for rent.
Is where we going?
This is the castle.
Not castle, no castles. Palace.
I love European roads. Beautiful. Love the architecture. Le Meridian. That is us. Yeah. Oh my god, that was a long ass drive. And this will be our home for a few days. What is that? Vienna State Opera. Are we gonna be cultured?
Yes.
Yes.
We're in Austria.
Do what the locals do.
We will do what Austrians do.
Watch opera.
Listen to opera.
A beautiful town. We've only been here for a few minutes, and definitely I think one of the future stops in the King European travel tour.
Yes, definitely a longer stop next time.
Vienna is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
We just stumbled upon this beautiful church. Look at the architecture. Such a pretty town. We're gonna go inside the church. Totally unexpected. Such a massive church. How good was that?
There's a vibe inside the church. Did you have all the tinglies? Yes. I had all the tinglies. I was like, oh, it felt so good. Like I wanted just to stay in there.
Unexpected. We were just walking. Wow. Every corner we round, we find something beautiful to look at. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. Today's activity is the palace. This place is humongous. There's so many things to see. I don't think we're going to be able to cover everything. I don't know if we can film inside also, but we'll show you as much as we can. And this is part of the beauty of Austria. Lots of operas, lots of museums, and lots of beautiful places to visit. And look how happy she is. I know, I know. Greeted by some paintings in this grand entrance.
The Habsburg family.
The Habsburg family. Such a quiet tour. Can't really talk. This is where the royal family used to live. The Schönbrunn. That's her.
Princess Lisa.
That's where they washed their face and because there's no faucets back then. Oh my god, the royal toilet. Guess the library, reading area. Oh my god, that's so freaky. It's the royal bedroom. Beautiful. I love the patterning. The royal dining area.
1,440 rooms.
1,440 rooms.
Yes, in the Schönbrunn Palace.
It's insanity.
But there are only 40 allowed to be on display.
I love the roof design decor. We should do that to one of our houses. Okay. Wow, the Great Hall. Look at this place. Wow. Just detail everywhere. It's cool, but it's a little lonely being in something this huge. Like you literally, no pagers, no cell phones. You'd have to
Entertain yourself.
run around to look for.
The way this estate is set up, you'd be busy by discovering different parts of the property. Though I think the hardest part of living in such a palace like so is your food, your temperature.
There's no heaters.
Yes. I'm not sure how the water systems work, but you'd either be really hungry or really cold.
Or both. I read that they like boiled beef. That was their thing.
Is that a Vienna?
Venetian cuisine, yes.
No, Venetian.
No, Venetian, sorry. Yes. Austrian.
So this is their great hall. This is where I'm imagining they had their balls and gatherings, because that's also how they entertain and socialize and criticize each other. Or the Bridgerton fans would know when the ton would come together.
What is the ton?
Watch Bridgerton.
Okay. So in the old days, the chandelier will actually be real candles. No electricity. They have drippings all over the floor. I love all the roof paintings. Very Sistine Chapel feels. You can see how many people gathered in these halls. Just like the town square. This painting depicts the army, where you have the royal family sitting in that chariot, the biggest beautiful chariot, and then supporting, and then the army on these sides, and it's in front of the palace. This is the child's room. Everything's so big. I don't know if it's paintings or decor. That's so cool. That's nuts. That's all tapestries. It's the whole wall. Back in the day, if you wanted to self-portrait, you had to hire a painter, a master painter for that. Old school firearms. I think it was a heater. It was just closed off already. Oh, look at this mini rifle. Wow. I love it. It's so beautiful. So cool. So we're off to the back of the estate.
This is the maze.
Yeah, and then there's this crazy maze also. And look at this structure. You can hear the echo. It's so beautiful. Everything on the grounds is amazing. Beautiful. Wonderful.
So you were saying if I
had this much property and it was this flat, I could imagine already having a racetrack. Zipping up and down, destroying everything, and all the gardeners will be like, oh, my job. But it's beautiful landscaping, and you can tell how old the trees are because they're so groomed and bonsai'd already to form hedges and tree lines, and everything is just manicured. So Joey was saying that they had Roman statues here and a Roman fountain because they wanted to be associated
of the ancient, mythical, powerful
Roman
Empire. They wanted to be deemed as descendants of.
We're gonna make our way all the way up there later. Look. Look at that. It's like, I'm in the outhouse, honey. And then you're just like...
Imagine if you lived here. I'd be like, how would I contact you? I'd just be like,
You would send
honey,
you would send a carrier pigeon.
honey,
And the pigeon will be like,
it's dinner time.
I would have to ride a horse to come down.
I'd send like a carrier pigeon. I'd send one of the many servants. Go get Angie. But actually over there is where they had dinner also.
Oh my god.
And so imagine if it's the other way around. You have to come here for dinner. I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you know that that's a hill going up there?
As they would say in the olden days, summon the queen.
Summon the queen.
Madame, you're being summoned. Cut to perfection to create an arching style. That's so cool. Okay, after 8 minutes of walk.
This apparently houses many flowers and plants. The conservatory.
Such a beautiful construction. The old school greenhouses look so amazing. And I was seeing online that this is one of the biggest still in this area. Elegantly designed. It's not your regular greenhouse shape. This massive tree. Love it. It's an amazing compound. Beautiful concept. You wouldn't think you're inside a steel structure. What? Are we allowed to go up there? No.
But that's what we're trying to do with our vine.
Oh, yes, that's what we're trying to do. Inside now the Palawan garden, it's basically their greenhouse where they can protect all the flowers. And weather is so beautiful in here. Hydrangeas. The structure is just beautiful from inside and outside. Love the design. They have circulation fans on top. The upper canopies are open. We skipped the zoo. We're gonna walk now to the fountain and then make our way up to the last building on top and then maybe call it a day. If you guys want to experience this whole thing, reserve half a day, at least half a day. So we could actually take a break somewhere and have some refreshments just like the old days. Going around your estate in a chariot. Look at a massive fountain.
The fountain of Neptune.
Neptune Brunnen. Looks like you have a Vegas fountain in your house. All it needs is like dancing lights or something. Look at that, it's so big! Everything here is like supersize. Supersize. The house, the palace. Can't call it the house. Palace, supersize.
Ready to walk up the hill.
Last walk. Final stretch up the hill. What's the thing on the hill supposed to be?
It is also where they would have dinner.
So it's just another outhouse.
Yes, I'd be kind of mad to say, where's dinner tonight? Oh, in the Gloriette. Why? So far.
But I feel bad for like the staff who have to bring everything up. I mean, they'll probably ride a carriage going up and then the staff would have to like ferry everything up.
I think I just probably bring my horse up.
The greatest, no joke. Finally made it on top of the hill in the evening. This must be beautiful. You can see the city skyline. If you had a choice, would you have wanted to have been born in this era or where we are now? In this era, meaning like
I think
1800s.
I think of that a lot because I love the Renaissance era. I love history. But no.
No.
Because of their hygiene issues and the amount of sickness and terrible medical situations that they had. I think far worse in England. But yes, no, I would not choose this era. I'd choose maybe the ancient era, like Egyptian, early Spanish.
Oh wow, that's even older, right? Isn't it like Mesopotamia?
I just feel like they're more
advanced,
herbally conscious. And I would just choose the 90s.
90s?
Yeah.
Definitely. I like our era now. I don't think I would have survived in this era.
I've been okay without the tablet.
Just have to get the fastest horse. And
If you would get the fastest horse, you would have a...
Run with it.
If we lived in this era, you would be known as the racer, and all of your horses would be in their stables, your garage then. Right.
the collection of horses.
Right. And then what would I do? I'd just be hosting like parties and affairs and having women informant groups and soirees and how to
All socials.
empower us women.
Garden social.
Have our voices be heard.
High tea.
High tea.
And we have arrived at Gloriette, and it's just structure so that they can have dinners and other elegant social parties. It's got this amazing view of the city. Higher up we go. Just had a quick lunch stop here at the cafe. So now we're gonna walk up again. Just a few more flights of steps to get to the highest point here in the palace grounds. Look at that view. Oh, it's so cold. From up here you can see everything, the whole Vienna city. It's like extra windy up here.
So it's artificial ruins. It became a widespread fashion soon after the middle of the 18th century with the rise of Romanticism, symbolized both the decline of once great civilizations and the preservation of the relics of a heroic past.
After a beautiful walk from the forest coming down from the Gloriette, we run into the Roman ruins right here. So the property is so big. We were on the opposite side of the property this morning and it was the zoo side, and now we're going to the other side and we haven't even reached the end of the, I guess, the property line.
Nor the end of this vlog, nor the end of our European vacation, because there's always more.
This place is beautiful. If you are in Vienna, Austria, and you have a day to spare, definitely worth it to come here. It's also a World Heritage Site, UNESCO accredited or UNESCO certified. Super cool. Honey found this place. Glad to get my cultural sites in. Everywhere there's like little places you can bring a book and read. Look how private this place is. This palace is massive. I think we're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done.
My legs are done.
How many steps is that? I have 10,731 steps.
10,786 steps.
There you go, guys. Get your steps in, soak in some cultural goodness, and see some beautiful surroundings. It's our last day here in Vienna, and we are headed down to Villach, but we truly believe that we want to come back here to Austria. Vienna is such a beautiful city. Wherever you go, wherever you walk, there's something beautiful. There's parks everywhere, and we're surrounded by like the opera house, the parliament building, a few museums, and other things we failed to see. We feel like 3 days wasn't enough here. It's such a beautiful town to just walk around it, but we're waiting for a car now so we can head down to Villach, and we're gonna end the vlog here. Definitely Austria has our heart. We want to come back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back
in Vienna.
Yes. And here's the Audi RS6 ready for another road trip. See you guys in the next video.